What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you with episode 39 of what to buy on eBay. Now, we've got comic books, we've got vintage collection, some vintage Kenner items, and even some bootlegs that I found that are pretty nice deals. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dig right into items that are for sale. As always, make sure that you vet the sellers, make sure you really look at the close-ups of the items, things like that. And as always, I appreciate my Patreon supporters. You guys allow this channel to be what it is today. Patreon.com/actionfiguregrader is where you can go to sign up for 24 hours early access to all of my videos. And we're going to start off with One Stop Comic Shop. This is the seller, One Stop Comic. I've gotten to know this seller, Daniel, privately, and I think we're going to do a live stream sometime soon. He said he's got a giveaway for the channel, and a great guy, and he said that he is the only certified autographed authenticator for both CAS as well as for CGC comic books in the U.S. So he always has lots of really great items. I think I featured a few of his signed Collector Archive Services graded vintage collection in the last video. He's got some more that I wanted to highlight. And hopefully, Daniel, I'll get you on the channel here soon. We'll try to schedule something maybe for sometime in May. But great seller, great guy, and I've got to know him privately. He's got another Ashley Eckstein signed Ahsoka. This is the reissue, and this was graded CAS 90. And again, it's signed by Ashley Eckstein, and it has the Signature Series authentication, James Spence authentication. 90, 90, 95 are the subscores. This one's listed for $400 free shipping, so maybe make him a reasonable offer, and maybe Daniel can work something out with you. Next up is a signed TVC for the Mandalorian, the Beskar Armor Mandalorian, and this one is signed by Barry Lowen, who I believe was the stunt double for Pedro Pascal. And this has got a great signature on the front of the card there, and this one is graded a very high 90 plus. 90, 95, 95 are the subgrades on this CAS Signature Series label. So very, very nice example of the VC-181 Mandalorian in his Beskar armor, signed by the stunt double or stunt actor Barry Lowen. That one also is $300. Make an offer and free shipping, and hopefully you guys can work something out. Also, he has a CAS 85 plus Darth Maul Mandalore vintage collection. That's signed by Ray Park. Obviously, he played Darth Maul in the prequel trilogy, or I should say the Phantom Menace, before he was so brutally cut in half by Obi-Wan. But that one also is $300. Make an offer. Check out One Stop Comic. He's got lots of really great items, trading cards, I believe, comic books, lots of really good stuff. So go ahead and take a look at what he's got. Next up is a UKG 85% Bossk, straight 85 subgrades from UKG, brand new case style. This is the Hong Kong variation with the olive head, and it looks like it's got the glossy limbs, looking at the figure there. This one's listed for 125 pounds, and I thought I received an offer for it. Let me see. Yeah, I received an offer from the seller for 115 pounds, so he took off about 10, 15 bucks. It's 155 US dollars. It is part of the global shipping program, unfortunately, so it's $41 to ship it to me in the US. But for those of you in the UK, you might want to take a look at that one. That's a pretty good buy, in my opinion, even at the 115 pound offer that I received. And so anyway, just an item to take a look at. Maybe you can watch it. There are 12 watchers on this one, so he can't be too far off of market value, but that's a nice looking Hong Kong olive head Bossk. Next up, I've got a couple of different loose graded AT-AT Commanders. The first one is a UKG 85% Hong Kong COO, straight 85s for the subscore, with a brand new case style. And this one's 90 pounds, which is 111 US dollars. Again, the global shipping program costs a lot for anyone watching this video here in the US. But for those of you in the UK or anywhere in Europe, this is not a bad price. 90 pounds for a UKG 85%. This seller also has a Spanish version of the same figure, AT-AT Commander. This is the Spanish PBP, and pretty nice looking figure. No COO scar variation. That one's listed for 87.50 pounds. That's very cheap if you're over there in the UK. It's 108 US dollars, but very nice example of the Spanish PBP figure. And this one is the non-pale face. There's a pale face as well as a non-pale face. This is not the pale face version of the AT-AT Commander, but you know, there's two different variations for the paint color on the face. This is the kind of the pink face version. Next up, I've got an AFA 80 Plus Obi-Wan Kenobi. This one's at auction, and there's no bids yet. I just thought it was worth showing. One point to note is that on the hair, the white hair for Obi-Wan, it's got a fairly pronounced scratch there at the top of his forehead there. So just keep that in mind. Somehow it's still got the 80 Plus. This is the no COO light gray hair version. It's not the white hair. It's the light gray hair. So hard to tell the difference. Anyway, this one's $20 plus $9.65 shipping. There's 4 days, 8 hours left as of the making of this video, but that's a nice looking figure, and you know, there's no bids yet. I'm surprised. It's been sitting on the market for a little while now, so maybe take a look at that one, and maybe you can pick that one up cheap, despite the obvious flaw to the hair there at the top of his head. But I'm surprised it got an 80 plus. It's more like an 80 in my opinion. This seller, Brian's Toys, we all know Brian's Toys. They've been around for a while, and he's got a bunch of different baggies that are at auction, so I wanted to show you those. This is a made in Hong Kong baggie for the Stormtrooper. It's advertised as C8 condition. It's a little iffy. The figure itself looks like it's got some discoloration to the actual figure. The blaster on this one comes in a separate baggie, which I have seen that be the case. You can see on the Stormtrooper baggie here that the Imperial blaster inside the baggie has its own baggie. So it's a baggie inside of a baggie, and then if you graded it, it would be inside of another, you know, box. So anyway, the figure itself does have some discoloration, so keep that in mind, but it's average, you know, it's advertised as a mint and sealed baggie. It says made in Hong Kong in black text. I think this is the SWD baggie, but don't quote me on that. This is at auction, 4 days, 2 hours left, and right now it's at $45. He also has a made in Hong Kong Kenner baggie for Nien in C9 condition. This one looks to be in great shape. That one's at $37 with 4 days to go. And then he also has this one. This one appears to be, in my opinion, the one that's in the best condition. This is a tape-sealed baggie for the Endor Rebel Commando, advertised as C9 condition. That one looks very, very clean. And this is a tape-sealed baggie, as you can see on the back there. It's got a piece of tape that has not been manipulated at all. That one's at $28 with 4 days to go. So I think that all three of those should probably end up in a pretty reasonable price range. Obviously, in my opinion, the Stormtrooper might go the highest, just given that it's an earlier baggie and it's for a first 12 figure. But anyway, go check out Brian's Toys. And if I remember, I'll put in the video description for all of these items the item numbers so you can look them up easier. I forgot to do that in the last video, but I'll try to do that this time. This seller has several CGC 9.8 comics that are autographed. This is a 9.8 for Han Solo and Chewbacca #4. This features this is the variant edition by Chris Sprouse. It's like the Choose Your Destiny comic book covers. He does it for a number of different heroes and villains. This one's signed by Ashley Eckstein. Great looking cover there with Ahsoka, and that one is signed by Ashley Eckstein. 3 days, 5 hours left on that one. And that right now it's at $51. I would expect it to go for $100 to $125, maybe more. I don't know. But he's got Ashley Eckstein, and then he's also got the harder to find autograph, which is Rosario Dawson. She's been making the rounds, it seems like, lately at these conventions. So there has been some more items popping up on eBay that have been autographed by Rosario Dawson. So pick your poison there. You got Ashley Eckstein or Rosario Dawson on the same comic book cover, and both of them have the yellow signature series label by CGC graded 9.8. That one's at $117.50. I expect that one to go for more just because Ashley Eckstein signed items are much more plentiful out there, whereas Rosario Dawson doesn't do that nearly as much as Ashley Eckstein does. Next up, Disruptor. He's a Patreon supporter of mine. He's got another uncirculated Target-exclusive Droids Boba Fett. This is a nice-looking example of that Droids Boba Fett. It's at 8.5. There's 2 days, 11 hours left on this one. $51 right now, plus $15 shipping. But check out Disruptor. Great guy. I've gotten to know him privately, and he's got a number of different really nice high-end items. Black Series, vintage collection that are all either buy it now situations or at auction. And this uncirculated 8.5 Target exclusive Droids Boba Fett right now is sitting at $51 with $15 shipping. He also has two of the Mandalorian Super Commandos, both of them graded uncirculated 9.0, and these are at $125 free shipping. That's a pretty good price just given what it costs to get these graded by AFA, plus the shipping to and from and all that kind of stuff. So $125 is a very reasonable price, in my opinion, for an uncirculated 9.0 Mando Super Commando VC243. Next up, the photos on this are terrible. They're really blurry, so maybe ask for some better photos. But this is Star Wars Shadows of the Empire #1 in a CGC 9.8. I've got 3 of these for some stupid reason in my collection, but this is the first comic book appearance of Prince Xizor in comics. It's also the first cameo appearance of Dash Rendar. Are they ever going to do anything with Shadows of the Empire? I don't know, in terms of live content or whatever, but I don't know. I have no idea. But I do love this cover. And again, these photos are terrible, but it's a great book, and the price is right. It's $145 plus $15 shipping. Just kind of a nice Dark Horse comic to have in your collection with 2 nice first appearances in case it ever goes anywhere. But it seems to be hovering right around this price, $140 to $160. So I think that price is more than fair. Next up, we've got a really hot book. This is another Dark Horse book, Knights of the Old Republic #9, the first appearance of Revan in comic books. A timeless book. This is an investor grade book. This is the kind of book you want to just buy and hold it, and I'm telling you, you're going to be fine long term. And the price is right now. Really good prices on this book. It just seems like it's come down quite a bit. It was hovering, I want to say it was between $900 and $1,000 during peak market conditions. Now it's more like, I'd say $550 to $650, just depends. Right now this one's at $455 with 4 days and 7 hours left. But let me tell you, I've got this in my collection and I love it. It's just one of those timeless books and one of the best Dark Horse books from that era, and it's a great first appearance. You can't go wrong with it. And if you can pick it up, I'd say $550 or so. That's probably about market. But right now it's at $455 with 4 days and 7 hours left as of the making of the video. Finally, I got 2 Polish bootlegs, and they are nice ones. This is a 1980s Darth Vader. It's complete with the Polish bootleg lightsaber. That is the correct saber that you can go with. They also would come with a knife, like a big long saber with knife that had holes in the blade of the knife, but this is the better accessory to get, and it comes with the cape as well. So very nice looking figure, and appears to be in great shape for a Polish bootleg from the 80s. This is $209 plus $5 shipping from Poland. I've not bought from this seller before, but this seller is on eBay all the time with Polish bootlegs, and that's a really nice one. If I didn't already have like 3 or 4 Polish bootleg Vaders, I'd probably buy it myself. But so that's a really nice looking figure, and that's nice to get that saber with it. And then finally, this is down in Australia. There's 4 days, 9 hours left. This is a 3rd generation 1990s Polish bootleg Boba Fett, and they are always popular. They always go for good money. Right now there's 4 bids on it, and it's at 485 Australian dollars, which is 326 US dollars plus shipping. I'm expecting this one to go for between $450 and $500. That seems to be about the going rate for these Polish bootleg 3rd gen Boba Fett's on Facebook. So we'll see where it ends up, and I'm sure I'll cover it in a future market update video. But if you're looking for one of these, they're great looking figures. I've got one in my collection already, but this right now, the price is still below market value in my opinion. That's all I really had. I hope you find something that you can buy for your collection. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll be back soon.